Hello, listeners. Lakshit Pant this side from TechFit. I'm a podcaster at TechFit, and today we have our special guest with us, Kapil Gupta here. Kapil, can you please introduce yourself a bit?
Hi Lakshit, hi everyone. Lakshit, thank you for having me here. I'm the founder of Ruhe, ruheindia.com. That is a website. We are the biggest digital first brand in kitchen and bathroom fittings in India, and we started in 2020. We have more than 1200, SKUs that we manufacture. We're completely backward integrated, that we manufacture in India ourselves, and we sell to consumers pan India directly through our website.
Yeah, that sounds great. It's pleasure to record this podcast with you. So I just wanted to take this right from here. So I just wanted to know like why you have chosen this product category and how Ruhe and like is something how you have built the Ruhe and is something like a family business for you, or what initial thoughts you had about the product.
So Lakshit, this is not a family business. My father was in a private sector job with Action Shoes, if you've heard about it, for the longest time. He worked there for more than 35 years. I was in US. I studied there and then I was working with a company called SAB Labs. I was in the Bay Area. 2009, I came back to India, got one to get my H1B stamp. But for some reason, I just didn't go back. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And America, I was not a US citizen. So it was difficult starting something there, starting my entrepreneurial journey there. So I started with the manufacturing floor drains. At that time in 2009, there was not even a single company in India that was doing floor drains in a branded manner, in a quality floor drains. Drains were available priced per dozen. So there were no quality drains. There was not a concept of cockroach trap. So we were the first company to set up a factory in India with my savings from US, and that's how we started our journey. That was the first factory we started. Luckily, flow drains gave us quick traction, helped us build multiple units. Every year, we were setting up one unit. Now we have more than 350 people working for us at one point at any given point of time. We have 8, 9 manufacturing units spread over 1.5, 1.7 lakh square feet in Delhi.
That sounds amazing. And for entrepreneur, it's always about the idea, and you executed really well. And when I see your journey, when I see your experience, it just fascinates me all the way. And I just let's explore it about your brand a little bit more, like how you took this brand as a D2C brand. So when we see people buying these kind of products, so we see mostly people prefer to buy it from local vendors. So how do you find this space useful, and how's the workflow going on inside?
So Lakshit, when we started, 12 years, we started in 2009. It's 2022 right now. We have all my life OEM for the biggest of the biggest companies in India. We are probably
Okay.
the biggest OEMs in India in this category. But 2020, I because of COVID and everyone started coming online, and there was a big boom about D2C brands. I was like, why can't we sell these things online?
Yeah.
So we started this company Ruhe, and we started listing our products on Amazon and Flipkart, and we got very good immediate traction. The products of our good quality, we manufacture them, customers started liking them. So we are the first player in this category in India. And one interesting point is when a customer has to, suppose you're building a house and you're building a bathroom, you have to go through 10 brands. You have to research on 10 brands. For faucets, you'll find a different brand. For flow drains, you'll find a different brand. For toilet seats, you'll go to a different brand. For showers, you'll go to a different brand. For kitchen sinks, you'll again research a different brand. We are the only company in India and probably world also which are doing all these verticals under one brand. 100%
Yeah.
made by us. 100% made by us in India. So that is kind of interesting what we did here, Lakshit. So 2020 we started Ruhe as a D2C brand. We started on Amazon, Flipkart. Then we tied up with Udan, companies like Moglix, and this year we have launched our website. We have started selling directly from our website, and then we realized there was no shortage of customers. Customers were looking for this product. What was in short supply were the sellers, good quality sellers. क्योंकि अभी क्या हो रहा है कि ना for example, you're building a house, you're building a bathroom, you don't depend on Amazon. You won't go to
Yeah,
Amazon to for complete procurement. You
yeah,
need
exactly.
someone to talk to, क्योंकि ये products ना हर किसी को पता नहीं होते. So
Yeah, that's totally
your
word of
know
mouth.
so your know-how will be very weak or very limited when it comes to these products. So Amazon से खरीद तो लोगे, कुछ गलत आ गया, फिर वापस करने का issue, etc., etc. So what we did was to distinguish ourselves from Amazon, to really own this category, to be bigger than Amazon. What we did was we did two things. One, we have this pre-purchase and post-purchase customer care.
Okay.
So anything you want to buy, you can just call us. Our customer care representative will help you. They will guide you through the process, video calls, etc., etc. We have technicians, we have plumbers on roll. They will help you. And then we have this post purchase also. If you don't like the product or you need certain help in installation, we have a 30 days return window. You don't like the product, you return it to us in 30 days. We are mostly very generous about these 30 days. We are not strict about these 30 days. Customers are more than happy with that.
Yeah, and this sounds very fascinating. When we see, COVID was really a breakthrough for many of the startups or many of the brand that we see in the current scenario and the at present right now here. So definitely taking your product to digital, it could be a really good choice at the time, and it really went. You executed it really well, and it's all about the idea. Everyone is willing to put their products on the on these on a digital mode, but not everyone executed really well. So when I was doing my homework, I went to your website. So there is a you have a great range of product series that you have curated, and definitely it's not very easy to manage when you are working in a supply chain and you have so many gems in your list. So how do you ensure the quality, like the person is getting the right fit for him?
So, Lakshya, there are two parts of this problem. One is you have to make sure you are able to pass all the information. So, when a user is buying online, he can't see the product, he can't feel the product. So, our listings are very unique in that ways. You will see our listings, there are multiple photographs. We have in-house studio, in-house photographers. You'll see videos, you'll see images from multiple angles. You'll see all the accessories or all the items we are providing with that particular product. You'll see the weight of the product, कि भाई इसका actual weight कितना product का. Nobody provides the weight of the product. You'll see the
Yeah.
guarantee instructions, you'll see the installation instructions, you'll see the material it's made of. So we have tried to increase we are trying to educate the customer when we are building the brand as well. So when the customer is going to the market, so he can say कि भाई Ruhe, this is what I've learned from Ruhe. Don't fool me.
Okay.
This is what I know. So one part is that. The other part about quality is, since the quality has not been very difficult establishing quality, honestly, because like I said, we have been OEM for the best of the best companies in India. So we already have a very strong manufacturing team. We had a very strong manufacturing base, a very strong QC system.
Yeah, so I just have a follow-up question here, because India is a very different market when it is compared to other markets like US or European markets. When we see right here, there are multiple aspects in the Indian market that that really affects the product, right? Sometimes the customer, even your product is good, but sometimes the customer is not good as we perceive. They just try to fool the brands. They just try to but we can say this, accept the terms that this could be something like a good product for me. So if I'll talk about the middle class person, so how you have figured this out, like this could be a real making Ruhe a digital product could be a really good, like if you will talk about the a middle class person, but he just either he goes for a word of mouth, like if someone has talked about the brand or something like this, or he choose a local vendor or something like this. So how you have curated website and all these things, how you have curated the price of the product, because for a middle class person price is really what matters. So how you have built all these things together as a product?
So, Lakshit, that's a very interesting question. You are right. Our category is dominated by word of mouth. If you are not one of the big brands like Jaguar or Hindware or Kohler or Serra, you will go by word of mouth. That is very important. That word of mouth could be from plumber's mouth. That word of mouth would be your ex-customers, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So, how we have cracked this is Ruhe is not a luxury brand. It's a mass brand. So
Okay.
what we are doing is we are manufacturing our products and we are selling directly to the customer. There is no dealer,
Okay.
there is no distributor involved. So
Okay.
that kinds of saves the margins. So customers understand when they buy the product, they buy a Ruhe product and they compare apple to an apple, what is available in the market. So the pricing is, there's a huge markup involved for our parallel brands, other brands, because Ruhe is able to cater directly to the customer. Ruhe is able to contact directly to the customer, and I have seen this. We made our website live in April 2022, and within six
Mhm.
seven months, what I have seen is there are towns in India where people, because of word of mouth, because of a service, the product, etc., one person bought that product, and other houses that were being built in that city, in that tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 city, they automatically come to us, they reach out to us, they want our products, and they are
Yeah.
customers. Without, we are not incentivizing those customers, nothing, just because our service was so good, they fall in love with the brand.
Yeah, that's totally your execution, because and the quality that you're providing, that's why you are getting those repetitive
Yes.
customers, and the word of mouth is spreading over the market, and that's what it requires.
हाँ,
You have put it
10 साल
lots
का
of
अगर हम लोग
effort.
वारंटी दे रहे हैं, 10 years का, तो हम लोग प्रोडक्ट्स पे भी ऑफर अ वारंटी ऑफ 10 years. दैट्स अ ह्यूज वारंटी.
Okay, that's
सो
a
व्हाट
huge
हैपेंस इज
product.
व्हेन यू बाय अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफलाइन, you don't save the invoice. Invoice gets lost.
Okay.
So when
Okay.
you go and claim the warranty, you hardly you'll able to claim the warranty. You'll not find the invoice. There's the chances of finding invoice of 5 year, 3 year, 4 year invoice are very
That's
small.
impossible.
You will not
Yeah.
find that invoice. But similarly, when you bought a product online, you will find that invoice, because that invoice will be somewhere in your inbox. कहीं
Yeah,
आपके
that's
जीमेल में कहीं आपको वो इनवॉइस मिल जाएगा. सो बट वी नेवर
absolutely.
बैक ऑफ फ्रॉम दैट, प्रोवाइडिंग दैट वारंटी. 10 साल का वारंटी तो मतलब 10 साल का वारंटी है. एनीथिंग हैपेंस टू दैट प्रोडक्ट इन 10 years, we'll change that product, we'll fix it, or we'll change it.
Yeah, I must say you have done a very great job in this industry, and building this product requires lots of team effort and the constant support. How do you think you have managed to find the like-minded people, and how would you really know? Yeah, you are the key ingredient to manage in managing people, because managing is the very important skill when you start a big brand or maybe a startup.
So Lakshit, team building, right? It takes time. It's difficult, and especially when you're bootstrapped, you can't hire the best of the best talent. So what
Yeah.
worked in our advantage is we don't hire uh, very expensive or best talent from IITs or IIMs, etc. We hire people who have basic hunger, who have basic fundamentals right. People who want. For example, I have somebody who was working as a normal supervisor somewhere in a factory, but over a period of 3 years, he has worked for me, and now he handles one manufacturing unit completely.
Okay.
If he had been working somewhere else, he would have been doing a very small role. But now he's handling a very significant role that gives a kick. So हम
Yeah.
लोगों की team
Totally.
है, those are fiercely loyal, fiercely loyal. Most of these people have been handpicked, completely handpicked, completely. We are very loyal to each other. We are there for each other. कोई एक्सपेंसिव टैलेंट हम लोग ना अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं, ना हम रखने की कोशिश करते हैं. वी हायर दिस बेसिक पीपल जिनके फंडामेंटल्स राइट हो. ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम वी लर्न फ्रॉम ईच अदर, वी लर्न, वी ग्रो, वी मेक श्योर कि हमारी जो बेसिक एम है, दैट शुड बी टू बी लॉयल टू रूहे, एंड टू ग्रो रूहे, एंड टू ग्रो आवरसेल्व्स.
Yeah, you have a very clear thought process, Kapil, because when it's about the hiring people, when when you are looking for some extra talent and all these things in the industry, when you are building some brand, there are lots of things that comes to your mind, like should I hire this person who is having a greater degree, or shall I go for a person who is having a great experience, or maybe some great basics, which I must say, because I have experienced this thing in my life also, like people are way good with their work, where what we see,
Hmm.
in fact they don't have their degree and all these things, because it's
Hmm.
just, it doesn't matter if they know the right work to do. Yeah, so you have really done a great job in that, and your products look fantastic, and in fact your partner catalog is damn attractive. You're so curious to know, like, how has been your experience working with partners like BSF, BHEL, DMRC, and all the government authorities, because do you find any difference between the approaches of a government and a private client?
So, Lakshya, I'll be very honest here. Over a period of since I started, it was very difficult to approach these government projects and government organizations. But
Yeah.
government, under Modi ji, government launched a program called GEM, Government E-Marketplace, and it gave
Okay.
MSMEs such as us, people who are manufacturing, to directly come in contact with all these organizations that we mentioned on the website, be it the IITs, be it the railways, be it the defense, army, anything, any organization, even DRDO for that matter, any organization, it has become very easy for us, for manufacturers, people who own MSMEs, to procure, to supply to these companies, and as well as these companies to procure from us. And it has only been possible because of GEM. So, speaking right now in India, it is easy to work with government organizations than to work with big private organizations because of
Okay.
money safety, the credit period, etc., because of government policies. So we work with private players. We work with a lot of big private players, be it Lodha, Oberoi, L&T, Godrej, etc., You name it, and we work with them. But following up with them, pricing, payment terms, etc., is always a big pain. But through government, any procurement done through government e-marketplace, GEM, it is streamlined very easy, and that is what we prefer doing. We are an ISI marked. BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards, has awarded us ISI for multiple products like kitchen sinks and PTMT faucets. PTMT is a polymer faucet, so we are ISI marked. That also helps.
Yeah, and to be very honest, I was totally unaware about this fact that you have just mentioned about the GEM program, and I assume that could be that's something that government has been doing really great because it has opened a window for all the startups and all the manufacturers so that every can
Yes.
now nothing is required. The network, once you are building, you are providing that credibility to the market, you are in. Yeah, you can just make it really great. So you are having a tech background, have seen gone through your profile, and how has the tech background helped you, and how has Ruhe integrated technology in the business to keep the sustainability in check? And like in the present scenario, tech is the leader, we all know, right? I hope you agree with this point. And I have heard this from my executives, from my seniors, like either you understand tech or you are out. So how you have, is tech really helpful for you, or if what do you think about this? Like, if you weren't having the tech background, how you had been, do you really think you have been here right now?
So I'm not sure if I can answer that. Ki had I not been of tech background, if I would have been here or not. Maybe in a parallel universe, yes, or maybe in a parallel universe, no. But yes, having a tech background has its advantages. It has helped me eventually. So I am one of those rare combinations where I have a tech background. I have a master's degree in computer science as well as I have expertise in manufacturing. So it's sort of a rare combination which has helped me, especially scale Ruhe as a D2C brand. Google ads, Facebook ads, SEO, building the website, Shopify, reducing the RTOs, uh, integrating WhatsApp bots. If you'll ever order from Ruhe, there'll be multiple confirmations. You can cancel, you can return. We have tried to provide an experience that is as streamlined and as easy as Amazon. That was the target behind building Ruhe's website, and all this has been possible because I have some tech background. I have built tech solutions before. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult for me. Like I said, Facebook ads, Google ads, search engine optimization, all that I knew ABC of that, so we could implement that, and we could do it in 6 months. So that we are
Yeah, and
building an app, we are building and totally building an app where customer can in 3D view see what a product would look like in the bathroom, or how big or small is the product. So we are building a total app around that, a virtual experience. So tech experience has really helped me.
yeah, and for sure you have really done a really excellent job, to be very honest, because doing all these, reaching all these milestones take a lot more time that I usually see in the market. But you have done this, you have shown the market that you can, if you are providing the credibility, the quality to the market, there is always a open window for you, and you can just always climb to the next hill. And I see a dozen of new startups and foes in particular niche, and some of them reach extreme success, and for some startups it takes a little bit much more time. So what do you think, what's inside the nucleus here for your brand? Like, is it like the same as like damn popular in movies or reels we see, like the execution, or what is it? I just wanted to know your views upon this.
सो लक्षित एक हम देखते हैं, कोई भी कहते हैं ना ओवरनाइट सक्सेस नहीं होती, जो हमें ओवरनाइट
Yeah,
सक्सेस दिखाई देती है, दैट्स प्रॉब्ली इयर्स इन मेकिंग. The
yeah,
person must have spent 10 years in a job learning the skill, and then he must have done his startup, and what we see happening in 3 years probably has 30 years in
yeah.
running in the background. So overnight success to nahi hoti. Every person, every company, every startup has their own story, own journey. I definitely believe overnight success cannot last. You have to have your fundamentals. You have to have a strong foundation. That is very important. So what
Yeah.
that is the foundation we have built for Ruhe. We have built a very strong foundation for Ruhe, be it our inventory management systems, be it our procurement systems, be it our supply management, be it our manufacturing team, be it our vendors. So we have built a very strong foundation system, and we are hoping we will be able to sort of take Ruhe to the next level in the coming 2023.
We see there is a lot of competition in the market. I just wanted to know your perception about the competition, like how you know, like if I'll talk about the tech there, if you want to build some startup in ed tech right now in the present scenario, it's more like a moon climbing stuff. You have to have some really great execution, not even execution, you should have a very great capital to build something really great in this market. So how do you think, like how do you examine this competition in the market?
So Lakshit, again, not patting my own back, but हम लोग जो कर रहे हैं ना, we don't have any competition at all.
Okay.
Absolutely zero competition. So हमारी category में क्या हो रहा है ना, either there is this company called Jaguar, which is the BAP of all of us, complete
Okay.
dominating. He's dominating the industry for many years and does about $1 billion revenue every year. सो
Okay.
जैकवर है, उसके बाद नीचे कोई नहीं है, छोटे छोटे ब्रांड्स है, सारे एमएसएमईज, छोटे छोटे ब्रांड्स हैं, 10 20 30 करोड़ रुपए जो एनुअल काम कर रहे हैं. So there's a huge white space out there. Ruhe will probably in the next 2 3 years, Ruhe will come out as India's biggest mass brand. So that is what we are hoping for. By 2025, Ruhe will be India's, not, I'm not saying one of the, I'm saying Ruhe will be the India's only mass brand in this category. So that's what we are hoping for. But we do not have any direct competition. We are the only digital brand with such a wide portfolio. There are small brands we have to compete with, but most of them don't stand a chance against us because of the tech and everything that we have enabled, the customer care, the team, the manufacturing base. So we don't have any direct competition at all. There's no company I see as competition right now.
Yeah, so from my end, I'll say this, like best of luck for your future brands and future endeavors. I really hope you become the next unicorn this by the year of 2023, and I really hope you will, because you have really cracked the system, you have really find the right space for you, for yourself and for your team. You are doing a really amazing job, and because you have been you have built this brand in such an incredible way, I just wanted to to ask you for some advice, like do you have any for the young entrepreneurs that are struggling, or maybe that are trying to build their brands? Do you have any advice for them, like how they should brainstorm their ideas from a project to a product perspective?
So Lakshit, honestly, so I see a lot of entrepreneurs, people who are working, who have a job, who want to leave their jobs, do a startup, especially. So, in my opinion, in my experience, I have not seen such a good time in India, for that matter, to start your own venture, to head out towards entrepreneurship. This is the best time. How to start, where to start, what to start? It's a difficult question. Everybody has to figure that out themselves. But
Yeah.
if you have the hunger, if you have the hunger in your stomach, if you have a problem solving mindset, कि भैया या तो मैं सोऊंगा नहीं या ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होगी. If you have that mindset कि I'll not sleep till this problem is solved, you will find success. It for some people it takes months, some people it takes years, some people it take decades, but eventually you will get there. Just keep the hunger on. Just stay hungry. Stay. That's all I can. Stay hungry and willingness to learn. That's what I
Yeah,
say.
I'll definitely put that quote in the thumbnail, right? So I hope you don't mind with that. So definitely, guys, I hope listeners you heard what Kapil just mentioned. Stay hungry, because this is how we will grow. Just try to keep pushing yourself to the best way possible, and try keep exploring, because no, that's my perception, because no one can tell you and just spoon feed like this is the way, this is how you build a startup. You need to figure out your own way, what could work out for yours, for your team, and you need to figure out that plan that could really crack the market. And this is how the brands are built, and Kapil is the greatest, is the biggest example. Ruhe is the biggest example that we see in the market right now. He has found the right space for him in the market, and right now he is leading the market in the best way possible. And I really hope he will lead to his incredible milestones in future. So That's it from my side, Kapil. If you have anything to share, you are happy to, you are feel free to share with the community. That's it from my side. Yeah, if you have anything to share, Kapil.
No, Lakshit, thank you for having me. Thank you for this podcast. Just one last thing. If anyone ever needs any sort of help from me, I'm more than welcome. They can always reach out.
Yeah, that's very kind of you. That's very pure gesture from your side. So thank you guys. Thank you for listening in. This is Lakshit Pant and with the couple hosting right with the tech podcast series. See you in the next tech podcast, guys. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.